Hey YouTube, it's me, it's your iPhone Captain. Today we're going to be talking about the new iPhone 6 that's coming up for us. And we're going to talk about three different parts, being the design, release date, and price. So the first thing we're going to discuss is the design. The design of the new iPhone 6 is one of the most talked about rumors floating around on the web right now. And if you look at some of the mock-ups and photographs that are floating around, we'll display some on the screen here for you to look at too as we go along. You can be your own judge of what you think is realistic and what is not. One thing that I want to introduce you to is called quantum dots. Apple may use a technology called quantum dots. This helps enhance features such as light. So if Apple is wanting to upgrade their display, which we all know that's the big talked about thing, is the display, this will be one way that they can help get a better picture quality and other things along those lines. Now, Apple isn't the first to use this technology. Actually, Amazon has already used it in their latest tablet called the HDX, I believe it was. But if you have the HDX, then you can take a look and check in more in detail about that. The quantum dots, along with a lot of other things, is going to make this iPhone 6 an awesome device, guys. If you take into consideration what's all the rumors is floating around, we could see anywhere from a 4.7-inch screen to a 5.5-inch screen. Now that doesn't sound like much of an increase when you talk about going from a 4-inch screen to a 4.7, but in your hand, guys, this is going to make a great deal of difference. And Apple filed a patent around 18 months ago for this quantum dot technology, so apparently they have been looking at this as a strategy for a while. Now, whether or not they use it will be left to be seen. And another thing that they'll probably add in there, maybe we're hoping for, is a new camera. And there's been talk of a 10 megapixel camera with a increase in aperture of f2.2. You know, that being said, that would make that a very, very awesome camera to have in a smartphone capability. Overall, this iPhone 6, I'm just expecting it to just blow the water out, because with the 5S, it was just sort of an extension of the iPhone 5. Same with the 5C. But to me, when they go to the next level, the iPhone 6, that's when they're going to make the big jump in all their technology. They're not going to really add a whole lot onto a 5S or so, 5C, other than just a few extended features. Now, there's been talk about NFC being added to the new iPhone 6. That's near field capabilities, where, you know, you could go into an auditorium, and if you wasn't allowed to take pictures, then they could actually control your camera. And that's just one of the drawbacks, but it has some other advantages along the way too. You could share different things with friends and such things as that. There also is a Japanese blog that has predicted Apple's going to be making 90 million devices, guys. Can you believe that? The iPhone 6, the new iPhone 6 release, is predicted to come with 90 million devices. That's going to be a lot of iPhones floating around. And there's going to be some different things added in iOS 8 that we're not going to really get into right now, but it is being upgraded as well. Release dates, the talk has been WWDC. However, I really don't think that's going to be when it's going to happen. There could be a preview at WWDC, I think, but to actually release the phone then, I don't really think we're going to see it then. I think we're going to see it closer to the holiday seasons, maybe up around November, somewhere in that range, hopefully. So, you know, that's just my guess. And getting back to the display, they've also been talking about Sapphire Glass, which Apple has been said to have bought up 3 years supply of Sapphire Glass. Now, if they're going to make 90 million devices, iPhone 6s, they're going to need a great deal of Sapphire. So whether they use Sapphire or whether they use the Gorilla Glass or this new quantum dots, you know, it's all going to be left up to be seen whether or not we do see that. So, you know, there's a whole lot of things, you know, guys, but as far as price, I haven't heard a great deal, maybe anywhere from the $50 to $100 increase. So that would make it, you know, depending on how you buy it. If you're getting it on a plan, it would be $250 to $300. If not, then it's going to make it like $850 to $900. So that's going to be a big difference, you know, when you're talking about buying one out of pocket. So whether or not we see these things, guys, is just going to be left to be said. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about the new iPhone 6? What feature do you want added, and when do you think it's going to be released? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button before you go, guys. We would love to have you here. Share this video with all your friends and family on Facebook and Twitter, and keep coming back.